Okay, Sunday, June 9th, day 18. We're looking here. So this is what we started on today. Just pulling up all the flooring here. We didn't quite make it to this last section here before my arm just needed a break and Becca was also tired. Pulling it up, we found out that there's some subflooring over there in the tongue and groove, actual structural stuff that's just rotting away. So right now we have it covered with just a little piece of OSB, and since there was mouse poop and stuff like that found, I put that on top of it. So God willing, there's no mouse strong enough to push that over and enter the house. We found a couple little mouse holes and stuff that were under the floor that could have led to worse stuff. But yeah, so we worked on all that section, just pulling it all up. We came in and screwed down the rest of the subflooring in here, so all of that looks nice and new, and it's screwed in. Becca spent a lot of time going around this room here and just making sure that there weren't any staples or nails or anything around the perimeter. Also sweeping all the baseboard stuff to try to get rid of some of that just pet filth and pet smell. All of that looks pretty good. The door is still being a little bit problematic, so Kelly actually called me and was like, hey, how about we give it another go and we just rip it out and, go about and get it in there right. So they'll be coming over. I don't know if it's this coming week or the week after that. They said they would call me and let me know. There's Becca. So they were going to call and let me know as far as what day they're available to just come by, and we'll take it out. We'll do some more measuring. We'll get a little bit more technical with it, and hopefully we'll get it in there so that it opens and closes and doesn't give us any problems. Once our arms were kind of tired from pulling up flooring and stuff, we came in here. I pulled up some staples that were just in the floor in front of my office. We cut a piece of OSB section because I'm going to make a new cover for the crawl space, because right now the one that we have does not actually cover the whole crawl space. There's gaps around it, and that's terrible. I gotta strengthen that up and put some more stuff on it so that I can, because my comics will eventually be going in here, and those are fairly heavy. And then we also just tore out the little exterior of the closet here because I'm thinking I want to just leave it open and put in some nice shelving for my games over top of where my comics are going to be. So we'll have to figure all that out, but this is my space, so we took the bar out. We did a couple different things. We're keeping the shelf there just in case. You can kind of see it only comes to about that deep, so it's really not ideal for board games. Although when you're getting up this high, I guess you kind of have to take into account, well, how are you going to get them down through this section right here? And I don't want to cut any of that away. But all that's got to get painted anyway, so I'll get to, and none of this is going to be done before we move in. So my game closet and getting stuff set up is really going to be an after we move in project. But since we retired and we didn't really have any major projects to work on that didn't involve tearing up floor, I think we're just well, let's just work on that and let's figure that stuff out. So tomorrow on Monday, I'm going to try to finish ripping up that floor that was in the main room there. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to cut away a good section of this. Obviously, the section that's right underneath the toilet is going to stay because I want a working toilet in the house while we're spending hours and hours here working. Since the other one is not up to speed and won't be until we actually get the flooring installed in that bathroom. Like I'm just gonna cut away as much of it as I can to get it out in the dumpster because we're just about done with the dumpster. And that way I'm not just like billed for additional days. So I'm gonna come in and just cut away this section's all under here, around the cabinet. I'm probably gonna make a cut right about here to the wall and about here. Just follow a line down so that there's enough that the toilet still has a solid footing to sit on, but then I can pull out like the rest of this trim and as much of this flooring as I can. And then we have to pull out the trim here for the door. I'm assuming on the inside. Well, we got one that's sitting on the inside, so I'm gonna pull that down. Pull all that up, and then call them to come and pick it up. And then otherwise this week I'm also going to try to tackle a water heater. See if you've never done a water heater before, that'll be interesting. I know the how-tos and who's-its, so it should be easy enough to figure out. Becca looks contemplative.
This was cut out at some point. This is not stable.
Okay, well, good thing I got that 2x6, and I might have to get another one. But we can pull that out and replace it. Cause yeah, I see what she means now. There's a cut right there, and a cut right here, and clearly all of that was replaced. So, yay! The more we,
keep finding more. It's like an onion.
Yeah, it's the turducken of just.
It's the ogre of houses.
No.
Ogres are like onions.
No.
They're stinky and they have lots of layers.
I just want there to be no more surprises. So we'll just figure that out. Aside from the, rotted through over there and whatever the heck happened here. I don't know if they fell through or what. Maybe that was.
Maybe they needed to get under the house.
Maybe they cut all that away so they could access the underside to do insulation or something like that instead of using the little one that's in there. I don't know. In either case, not today. Not today, Rusty. So yeah, that's where we're at. And I know every time I look at this, I'm like, this doesn't look like it took 4 or 5 hours, but like we could not get a solid piece bigger than like 6 by 6 inches. It was just crumbling. So, when you get under there and it's just nails and staples and everything.
You can see the pea marks.
Yeah.
The pea just destroyed that MDF. So I'm glad we went ahead and pulled that up because we found that and we found that.
We pulled all the baseboards. Like we have found a lot of things that like needed to be addressed. So it's good that we did it. It's good that we're doing it right. I'm just tired of having to do it right.
Why can't somebody else do it right?
Yeah, why can't we like pull up one of these floorboards and it's like, here's $1 million, and you're like, yay!
Even $5 would be great.
Yeah, the buried pirate treasure or something. It's like it's just waiting for someone to pull up all this flooring. It's like, yay, that would be great.
Who knows? Maybe this is it, Dan. Maybe we pull up those boards.
Oh.
And there's treasure. We only need to pull up one. The rest of them look like they're in good shape, but this one here is not, like you can see.
Yeah, it's cracked all the way down. Maybe DB Cooper's under there. I don't know. One can hope. In either case, that's the end of today's video. As you can see, our kitchen's a mess.
It is the tool staging area.
Yeah. It is the staging area. It's not just tools, it's everything there. So.
I try to bring everything back here at the end of the day.
Yeah. That way at least we know where everything is. So, yeah, we're going to go out to dinner tonight with some of Becca's cousins. And Ivy, I'm sure, will come and be upset about whatever it is that we have to eat.
Also, stay tuned because Ivy made a very special video today that she wants Daddy to upload.
That's right. I forgot about that. Ivy made a video, so I will be posting that as well. So, enjoy. All right. I'll see y'all later.